Not only do you need to be prepared for your place, secondly, you need to be patient in your place. You need to be patient in your place. Look at verse 16. And he said, about this season, according to the time of life, thou shalt embrace a son. And she said, nay, my Lord, thou man of God, do not lie unto me. Watch this. Your promise is only a matter of time. Your promise is only a matter of time. By his words alone, Elisha shifts the place of promise into a waiting room. Let me say that again. By his words alone, Elisha shifts the place of promise into a waiting room. Now watch this. Between verse 16 and 17, all she has to hold on to is the promise. And the text goes on to say that between verse 16 and verse 17 was a full year. The question then becomes, can you hold on to a promise for at least a full year? Can you hold on to what God has told you even when you don't hear anything else from the Lord? Can you hold on to what God has said will be yours even when you have to go through a process of waiting? Now, I did a little research on this pregnancy thing. I'm not a doctor, but I did stay in a Holiday Inn once. And so I did a little bit of study on this birthing process. So you want to hear it? Here it go. All right. Found out that there are 3 trimesters in the birthing process. The first trimester is when you become sick and you become tired. And so as it is in the natural, so it is in the spiritual. That oftentimes you may wake up in the morning and you see your situation day in and day out. The minutes come into hours and the hours come into days and the days turn into weeks and the weeks turn into months and the months turn into years, and eventually you'll wake up sick and tired. But there's good news about the first trimester. The good news is that even though you may be sick and tired, your appetite will change. Let me say that again. Even though you may be sick and tired, your appetite will change. All right, let me give it to you where you can get it. What you used to consume, you won't be able to consume anymore. What you used to do, you won't be able to do anymore because you recognize that your appetite has changed. Is there anybody in here who can look back over your life and see how God has changed your appetite? Listen, you could be on Twitter and somebody cut you off and you getting ready to cuss them out, but you recognize, Lord, you done changed my appetite. You can be somewhere and somebody get on your nerves and you get ready to tell them about themselves, but you realize, Lord, you done changed my appetite. Lord, you can remember when the bills were being due and you were getting ready to go into a fit and cry and fuss, but something came over you, a peace came over you. You realized at that moment that God had changed your appetite. Is there anybody in here who can testify God will change your appetite? That God will turn things around in your favor? He may not change your situation, but he'll change you in your situation.